Dear friends, happy Vesak. We continue our work within the inflow of the distributary phase of the Vesak festival. Today we meet in our circle in meditation for common good to meditate together, invoking the vision of the unfolding plan. The topic of our meditation in the Taurus-Gemini cycle that we begin today is world servers stand together, open to the incoming vision and energy. We radiate this from manifestation through humanity. This topic was synthesized from the sharings suggested and collected within our group field during the preparatory meeting. And it's aligned with the theme that we hold under the energies of the mutable cross, of which the coming Gemini is part. The theme of bringing the measure of peace into international relations and right relations and harmonization of relations in all fields of human endeavors. And before we start our work today, as always, we bring our focus to the purpose of our work.
Hello, everyone. Our purpose is to magnetize the ideas of common good, freedom, and brotherhood as the highest values of humanity at this time. We recognize and cherish diversity of perspectives in our group, creating a space capable of invoking, receiving, interpreting, and radiating a higher synthetic vision. We serve as an ceramic outpost, building a group bridge of Buddhic energy. We evoke the soul of humanity. We envision humanity as being the seed that is flowering. We prepare the way for the reappearance of the coming one. And I will read the seed thoughts from our first meeting. 1. Collective love, wisdom, brings reconciliations of opposites. It brings oneness. 2. Reconciliation. 3. Group unity must come from trust in unto all members. 4. The group received the vision and directed purpose. 5. Building and cleansing the apparatus of vision. 6. Right understanding among all. 7. Love of all beings, and love of all kingdoms, and love of all knowing that trust is fundamental. That all are developing to some degree in the human experience the opening of the spiritual eye, and that is expanded and is in a geometric progression as we work in group together, honoring every contribution and finding the essence, the divine within every expression. 8. Bringing the vision, creating harmony and active peace. 9. Searching for the essence and the synthesis. 10. As group servers, we know that we stand together to utilize the energy that we can bring forth, and we radiate to where we are called to in order to uplift and love. 11. The time is now. We stand with group focused, receiving energy of will and love and radiating light to humanity. And Helen will lead us in our meditation today. So over to you, Helen.
Thank you, Becky, and thank you for reading those lovely seeds. So we begin our full moon meditation in the distribution phase from the full moon of Taurus, moving towards Gemini and the mutable cross with its flexibility and the movement. So we're moving onwards. Let us make our alignment, sensing the warmth of our hearts as we link together. We hold our chalice up, symbolic of the receptacle of holy water in the Wesak Valley. And we invoke the impressions and energies which will guide and support the common good of humanity and our planet at this time. Our intention is to be of service, assisting humanity in planetary life and activity as we focus together as a group in preparation to receive higher thoughts, impressions, and energies. These will all be distributed later at the time of the new moon in Gemini. Let us align from our heart center to our ajna, and through the cave in the head to the heart in the head, at the center of the 1,000-petaled lotus. And from there, we open into our soul life. And holding our own alignment, we now align with the group heart. The group ajna. The group heart in the head, and the one group soul. Become aware of our group antakarana, remembering that the stronger our alignment, the stronger our group alignment. Let us now connect with and sense our relationship with members of hierarchy. As well as all the unseen beings and souls who aid us with our invocative and evocative efforts on behalf of our service to humanity and all planetary life. We allow our mind and the group mind to fall into quiet receptivity to the energies of Shambhala and hierarchy, and to ideas and impressions that are especially available at this full moon tide. As we work across this month from the full moon in Taurus to the new moon in Gemini and the mutable cross, we become receptive to and aware of the energies available that will assist us in our work. And through our inner work at this time, we see the relationship growing stronger from Shambhala through hierarchy to the new group of world servers and through to all humanity. One of our members spoke of the triangle of Shambhala, hierarchy, and humanity. With the new group of world servers, the Ajna center of our planet Earth, at the center of this triangle, as the eye of the bull. I see, and when the eye is open, all is light. Clear vision is needed to realize, make real, the right relationships between these levels of consciousness. And in the light, we see that all is one. Now, at this time of Wesak, we experience the first ray of lighted will through the Manu. Second ray of love and wisdom through the Buddha to the Christ. And then we have the third ray, expressing at this time mainly through ray 7, flowing through the Mahakone. A quote. Thus you have will, love, and intelligence represented in these three great lords, the Manu, the Christ, and the Mahakuan. You have the self, the not self, and the relation between, synthesized in the unity of manifestation. You have racial government, religion, and civilization forming a coherent whole. And you have physical manifestation, the love or desire aspect, and the mind of the planetary logos, all working out into objectivity. The closest cooperation and unity exists between these three personalities. And every move and plan and event exists in their united foreknowledge. They are in daily touch with the Lord of the world at Shambhala, and the entire guidance of affairs rests in their hands. At our own level of consciousness, are we in daily touch with divine purpose? Do we work in closest cooperation and unity with our brothers and sisters to bring about the manifestation of the plan? How clearly do we see the guidance and symbols we're offered? Do we have a completed point of view, as from the soul, indicating the removal of all barriers and freedom from the great heresy of separateness? Are we therefore, as the Tibetan says, an unclogged channel for the inflow of pure love? There are strong fourth ray influences in Taurus and Gemini, offering us a vision of the way of harmony through conflict, allowing for reconciliation, trust, and forgiveness. Now is the time to open our group eye, see, and bring the vision into manifestation through all kingdoms. So let us now connect with our topic for this month. World servers stand together, open to the incoming vision and energy. We radiate this for manifestation through humanity. World servers stand together, open to the incoming vision and energy. We radiate this for manifestation through humanity. As we deepen our contemplation on our topic, let us posit and ponder these following questions. Are we in daily touch with divine purpose? What steps are we taking in our lives to make that will an accomplished fact? And our second question for contemplation. Do we work in closest cooperation and unity with our brothers and sisters to bring about the manifestation of the plan? How can we further encourage this cooperation? And our third question. How are we offering our vision to our fellow human beings who do not have an esoteric perspective? Can we use aspects of the incoming fourth ray to help radiate a realization of harmony and right relationships between people and kingdoms? Now let us gently draw together the impressions from our contemplation. Let us allow them to take form in whatever way: words, pictures, symbols, sound, or color. And drawing our impressions together, let us rest in silence for a few more moments. We see our impressions flowing into the group heart, filling our chalice and vitalizing it with radiant light, enhancing its beauty and the wisdom of its tone. Together we direct this light upward towards hierarchy and await their blessing upon it. And now, manifesting our invocation today, we envision its radiance pouring downward from our chalice into the lower planes, stimulating all receptive hearts and minds. And now we ground our work and the energies we have invoked by sounding the great invocation together. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into human minds. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into human hearts. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide all little human wills, the purpose which the masters know and serve. And from the center which we call humanity, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Thank you.
Thank you, Helen, and thank you, friends. The link to the community impressions board is in the chat, so let us continue holding the tension of inflow in impressions and use the community board to share impressions in the coming weeks. Today we can start sharing our impressions, even though it's difficult to find adequate words yet to start expressing what is coming with this full moon, with this inflow of Vesak blessing. Let us continue holding now the meditative state and open the group circle for sharing. We have some minutes to offer our reflections. And we will meet next week for our quarter moon meeting to continue reflection and sharing together, recognizing it as a part of our service to bring into mental substance and into the words what we see is coming. So when you're ready to share, please unmute yourself and let us hold the group receptive chalice open.
Hello, this is Lynn. This has been quite a week of intense energy and meditation, and I'd like to share a story, if I could. And I'm thinking that maybe one of our means for answering question 3 is, and connecting with people who may not be aware of esoterics, is storytelling. So I would like to tell a story. I've been a little unsure about the personal focus that we've taken lately, but I've been waiting for it to unfold and show itself, and it has. My situation, I'm going to say I more than I probably should, but have patience with me. My situation is I'm a part of 3 groups, the 2025 group in general, and a group I've meditated with for 30 years, some of them are 40 years, that is sort of a healing group, and we do DKs invocations every Friday night, many of them. I also am in a new group that a friend of mine started and asked me to be part of. I've only been a part of it maybe for a year or so, and we take turns presenting. There are people from many different backgrounds, spiritual people, but from many different areas of spirituality, not necessarily esoterics. So I thought I would take a turn last Saturday, since Wesak is here, and it's such an important date for our world in so many ways. And the name of this group is the Golden Thread. My friend named it that. I happened on a list of books published by Lucius Trust and saw one called The Golden Thread, a little booklet. So I ordered it and read it. And it turned out to be something of a history of spirituality through ages and ages, in kind of a concise form. So I thought, well, that's a good way to bring people together and to still sort of spread the word, and then also to talk about Wesak. So the day came, last Saturday came, and I woke up and thought, I don't feel well. And I thought, what am I going to do? And I tried to kind of finish bringing all the parts together of this presentation I was going to do, and nothing was working. Everything was akimbo and unfocused. My ideas were just flying around, maybe partly because the full moon was getting closer, but I couldn't seem to center. And I was feeling pretty terrible. I kept trying, and I was walking around the house running into things. It was one of those days when nothing seemed to have grace or flow. And I thought, what am I going to do? And of course, I finally thought of saying, I'll ask for help. And I did. I asked for help. And immediately it came to me, live what you're going to talk about. Don't just talk about group work, live it. No more loner Lynn. So after many years of my life, adult life, thinking that there was, despite all my belief in group work, that there was this separation because I was sort of odd and this and that between myself and other people, the message was, let it go, Lynn. You are the group. You are part of the group. Many groups. You are part of the whole. In all its aspects and manifestations. So live it. Don't just know it, but be it. So that was quite an experience. But immediately the discord dissipated and the flow returned. It was quite a good experience, obviously. I've made a dedication to discipleship in my life, but still in our group, I often feel not only the disciple, but often I feel the aspirant still, that part of myself. And I wanted to say, listening in our group, I've experienced the reality that truth and beauty are indeed one many times. I think strongly the latest time when Judy spoke last week. This current sense of urgency that I think many of us have felt, looking forward, it interprets through me as, what do I do? What do I do? And of course, the answer was what I'm supposed to be, not what I'm supposed to do. So it's going to take some time, I'm sure, to fully realize this. And I think maybe perhaps it's something we're all experiencing together in one form or another. I imagine so. Another aspect of that group that I was with, the people responded beautifully. The Golden Thread group, people responded beautifully. And one of my friends on the way out called to me, Lynn, no more loner Kathy. So it had to make a little difference. And I think those small differences often are reverberated into the world by the hierarchy. And I do think maybe, like Christ did with parables, maybe storytelling is one avenue we can do to reach many people. I had such a positive experience with this. And I might end with something that I love. Our soul fills our bodies and beyond, radiating from within. We see us, our group, as a brilliant sun. Thank you, everybody. Glad to be here with you.
Thank you, Lynn. You have reminded us and taught us once again of the most important thing that we all have in this incarnation, and that is the extraordinary opportunity to have been taught, most of us, for our entire lives, of the teachings that are the most important for all of humanity. And so, just as you're vocalizing so beautifully, it is about becoming those teachings. And the two aspects that just are things that we all know, it's just about kindness and listening. and listening with interest and with light in a way that makes everyone that you encounter feel as if they belong and they are the most important person in that moment. Because it's incredible how we all can relate to having had that experience. And so it's important for us to create that experience for all of others. And when I hear urgency, everything in my heart goes, oh, oh, oh. And then I remind myself that it's very important to be patient in all of this, and that is part of the listening, is really bringing patience into our lives. Because when we slow down and experience all the different relationships and experiences that come in that moment, there are so many gifts that can be missed if you're not focused right there. And it's gifts from other people, it's gifts from strangers, it's gifts from, as Helen so beautifully says, all planetary life. You know, listen to those other kingdoms, because they whisper to us and they show us aspects of themselves that are lessons. So thank you, Lynn. Thank you very, very much.
Hi, this is Judy. Lynn, I so respond to what you said. It just made me chuckle. I'm an introvert, although you may not think that, and I don't feel comfortable in groups for the most part. But I understood pretty early on that the glamour of I can't measure up is a glamour that I have to get rid of if I'm going to serve. And your experience in many ways is my experience as well, because it is just a glamour. And so when we know that we're all put here to serve, then we can let go of the I can't measure up. I really thought hard about the fourth ray and how we connect with people who are not esoteric. And the word beauty came to my mind right away. And a lot of people think that the glass is half empty, and I think our job is to show them that it's half full. And we can do that by pointing out the beauty in nature, the things that surround us, the fact that, and I'll put this in quotes, life is good. Because I think helping to open people's eyes just to what's around them will bring them to their next step. So I see that as one way through the fourth ray to support people who are not part of the esoteric teaching, because really the teaching is all around us. The other thing, the first question, just to share, how do we stay in touch? I think that for workers of the light, we have to establish a rhythm so that we can always maintain that alignment. So if it's meditation in the morning, meditation in the afternoon or evening, and then certainly a review, because as you live your life, you have to reflect on, how did I do today? Did I measure up? Did I measure up to what is purpose? Did today's expression of right sharing and right relationship come through, or did I fail? And if I failed, I'll do better tomorrow rather than beat myself up. So I think that's how we can work on standing and serving as we touch the divine. So thank you, everyone.
Hi, everyone. It may, in its own way, already have been said, but what a beautiful gift to have a story that describes the miracle of being alive. And what it looks like when the form life is certainly the field for service, but is looked at and lived in when we see ourselves as channels of distribution. I've been thinking a lot about identifying a little more as a function of the one group soul and less about the individual experiences that are important because they test us, but it is our journey now into what is a different identification than what it was when we were forerunners. And it's been said that to set aside our focus on the imperfections as we continue to assess ourselves more diligently is this step forward where the little I becomes a we, and that little we is doing this assessment in terms of a vision, not an agenda, a vision. When the I opens, all is light. So one thing that's kind of in my forefront field is to recognize wherever I am and every breath I take, I can become a channel of distribution. And I don't have to, again, insert my agenda. In fact, it's probably better setting it aside. But I can recognize, I can feel what it feels like when energy pours through me. And all I have to do is open up and let it flow wherever it will go, according to need. I know that it will be received from whomever is already asked to receive it. So the journey is very much now for me, lead me from darkness to light as I do what I can to stand steadfast in the middle way, the center of the even arm cross. Thank you.
Hi, it's Jill. Thanks for all the comments, and I agree with all of them. And I think just by being loving to people, we do impress them in the right way. And I've started noticing more and feeling blessed when butterflies and birds and bees come anywhere near me. I suddenly feel, oh, that's a gift from somewhere that they're coming near me. And I've spent a lot more time looking at my plants and thinking about them and tending them. So I've gone more into nature. And yes, I think we mustn't rush things. But on the other hand, I think the master did say, don't rush and have undue haste. But on the other hand, don't waste time either. So I think that's a good thing to remember. Thank you.
Let us continue holding the tension of group focus. It feels as we are in the most important part of our life. This few weeks, few months, few years. And what's coming to us now, what coming to us as a groups, many groups of which we are part, and us as a part of the big planetary group, is very new inflow. I hear from many people saying that there is a sense of a new download. So let us be very open and listen and take notes. Do our spiritual diary, as Uta suggested yesterday. And we will meet next week to continue sharing our recognitions. And much gratitude. And as we prepare to close our work today, I invite if who would love to sound a mantra of your choice to close our work today.
I could do that. Radiance are we, and power. We stand forever with our hands outstretched, linking the heavens and the earth, the inner world of meaning, and the subtle world of glamour. We reach into the light and bring it down to meet the need. We reach into the silent place and bring from thence the gift of understanding. Thus, with the light we work and turn the darkness into day. Oh. Thank you, everyone.